Hello everybody. This is kind of an answer to some of the reviewers I've seen out there recently. It was a rainy day, so I started just kind of checking out my bike on the YouTubes. One thing I noticed is maybe some misinformation that would be kind of alarming if I was considering this bike coming from a leader bike, your R1s or your Gixxers. For me, I've been dealing with some bad habits that I've had ever since I was 12 of kind of supporting a lot of my upper body weight with my arms and not using my core as much as I should have. So it was time to get off the crotch rockets and find something to kind of take me, I'm 55 now, my old crickety bones into the next chapter of, I'm not going to quit. But one of the things that I've been seeing that seems to be kind of a pattern is guys that are used to riding leader bikes. It's not so true with the cruiser guys. They're coming from a different perspective. But one of the things that they're all saying is, yes, they love the bike. It's a beast, although it won't handle the mountain roads or the twisties, which is absolutely not true. Now, clearly, this is heavier than your R1. I'm like by about 200 pounds heavier than your R1. So you gotta ride it the way it wants to be ridden. So what does that mean? You guys already know this. The turn in when she dives as you're setting up your line is you're going to be more aggressive. So normally a light touch is enough. With this one here, it's a little bit more aggressive. You're pushing it in. Your push right to go right, as you know, sets up the proper lean as you're setting up your line. Once you're in there, once you're ready, oh my goodness, look at this. This is a 240. Here's your contact patch, okay? Now look at the side of this tire. You got to here. You're not gonna drag a knee on this bike. You don't have to drag a knee on this bike. This contact patch, when you're in your turn, this is as far as I've gotten. And this, one of the things that I do on my way home, there's a 15-mile-an-hour corner on an old country road. I'm taking it at 45. I think my record is 50, but to be honest, I wasn't really looking at the speedometer that time. Point is, if it's time to make a change, who knows why? Do not let these yahoos talk you out of it because of a lack of understanding, maybe a lack of experience. Who knows? This thing is super fast. Nobody loses me. There's a Mount Lemmon north of Tucson. I got my other bike down in Tucson. I take that up. It's 2,500 to 10,000 feet. Lots of hairpins. It's just a beautiful, brand new road. Love it. Nobody's leaving me behind. Name the bike. Nobody's leaving me behind. It's fine. Now, I'm getting more of a workout by the time I get to the top than they are, of course. It's not, this is an all-around do-everything bike. You can't have, it doesn't specialize in any one thing. However, I have plenty of fun. Nobody leaves me behind. And I took my other one, I bought it in San Francisco, drove it to Tucson, shipped it up here, had it for a couple of years, decided I needed a winter bike. It's 42 degrees right now, so season's coming to an end up here. Just drove that from Seattle or rode that from Seattle to Tucson. It's fine. So I saw one of these reviewers. He had his little graph at the end of the video, saying that comfort. He compared all the bikes. The R1 on his graph was a whole point higher than this guy in comfort. Are you kidding me right now? I'm not saying I wouldn't ride an R1, on a long haul, but I would definitely have a chiropractor buddy with me. This is just not true. So back to the actual reviews. There is one bit of personality. I call it personality. The first time this happened to me, I was broke down on the side of the road. That's a 2500, as you know. Now let's take a look at the charging system. That's the same battery that I have on the grandkids' little 200 side-by-side. This is a motorcycle charging system with a giant engine. That will corrode up on you, the battery terminals. So I take a wire brush with me and a screwdriver with me wherever I go. And I'm not saying it happens once a week. This is like once a year if you're not keeping up with it. So every month or so, pop the battery terminals off, scrape them down, put them back on. You'll never have a problem. For me, I just kind of keep the tools with me. But so anyway, the whole point of this thing is if you're coming off a leader bike, if it's time to make a change for whatever reason, this is a wonderful option for you. Don't let these guys kind of talk you out of it just through their maybe bias or lack of experience or whatever. She'll do just fine. Until next time.